What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening, we got the brother Joseph Green on the phone, all right? He has a podcast that's called Thoughts Behind the Wall. We're going to talk to him about what motivated him to start that, what motivates him in general, and, you know, what the future may hold when it comes to his podcast. Hey, bro, thanks for making it.
Hey, man, no problem.
All right, for sure. So we're going to jump right on into it, okay? So tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
Well, my name's Joseph. I'm saying? My family, my friends, they all call me Joe Black. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm saying? Southwest Detroit to be more exact. And I'm incarcerated right now in Michigan, serving a life without parole sentence.
Okay. How was it like growing up in Michigan? In Detroit?
Oh, man, Detroit, man. Everybody know, man, the Dirty Bit, man. Detroit is a very cutthroat environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like any other neighborhood or impoverished city in the United States. It's filled with drugs, it's filled with gangs, it's filled with violence, and this is something that growing up in Detroit, we seen every day on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that definitely has a way of shaping a person, you know.
Right.
So yeah, for sure. So let's talk more about your podcast. So congratulations on having a podcast. You know, you're definitely doing big things doing that. You know, I always tell people, and this platform always, says it as well, that just because you're behind a G wall or have been behind a G wall doesn't mean you can't do great things. So definitely congratulations. It is called...
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure, you're welcome. It's called Thoughts Behind the Wall. So what made you come up with that name? And, tell us what made you want to get into the podcast business.
Well, it's called Thoughts Beyond the Wall, BEYOND.
Oh, beyond.
And the reason why, beyond, because I feel like if our thoughts stay behind these walls, then that's the only thing is going to reach us behind these walls. So that was part of the reason why I came up with that title, Thoughts Beyond the Wall, because I feel like the thoughts that's behind these walls, if they get out beyond these walls, they can save many lives, man. I feel like those incarcerated need a voice and a positive outlet to share their stories beyond the prison walls in which they encompass. I think we all heard the cliche saying of prison can trap your body, but it can't trap your mind, and that's staying true today.
For sure. So what are some of the things that you talk about? And do you have guests on there? Like, tell us a little bit about it.
Without a doubt. So on the podcast aspect, because we have a blog as well, they people can visit the blog and see many writings, poetry, spoken word, things of that nature, things talking about mass incarceration, any and everything that guys want to speak about, write about is on the blog. But I took that and transformed that and jumped into the podcast realm because I wanted to talk to a lot of people that are exonerated, that have been behind these walls and are now free, because Michigan has recently started a criminal integrity unit that has to date maybe freed maybe 30 wrongfully incarcerated men. So I have brought them on board. I've spoken to organization heads that are fighting to try to change the criminal justice system. And that's where I aim at, is try to talk to those who have been in this struggle to give those outside of prison an insight of what goes on in prison.
For sure. Yo, that's what's up. Tell us where to find the blog, how we get to it.
Well, you can find the blog at www.thoughtsbeyondthewall.com.
Okay.
That's where you find that at.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I put that in print too, so people can get to it. So, what does the future hold with Thoughts Beyond the Wall? Like, what do you hope that it's gonna do? Like, what do you see for the future?
For the future for Thoughts Beyond the Wall, man, I truly hope to maybe start it evolve into a nonprofit organization that gives back to our community to help young men and women deter that school to pipeline to prison atmosphere. I mean, I feel that for the blog, we can kind of be a platform. I hope in the future to be a platform and an outlet for reintegration, which starts with those incarcerated being a part of the conversations involving the community. I hope to create awareness about the social issues plaguing this country today. I hope to give society a new perspective of those incarcerated by not allowing them to be systematically silenced. You know what I'm saying? One bad decision should never, ever define a person for the rest of their life.
Right, I'm with you on that.
A lot of people, right, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people tend to write us off that's in prison. But they fail to realize that, you know what I'm saying, quiet as kept, this is what they call a black man's college. Because this is where a lot of black men come to get educated and educate themselves and come out even more greater and brighter than they left, you know?
Yeah, I do.
We tend to understand and also recognize the importance of family and unity and structure within our communities, and we recognize the damage that we do to our communities when we was out there. So then, you know, Thoughts Beyond the Wall being this platform and this catalyst and bridging this gap between the society and prison, I hope that one day we can start a mentor program and come back into the prison system and start to bridge that gap between society and you know, prison.
Most definitely. Tell people where they can find the podcast to listen to it.
They can find the podcast on Spotify, Thoughts Beyond the Wall. Stay tuned for that, and definitely they can find it at TBTW, Voices Beyond the Wall. It's also on Spotify. They can find me on Facebook at Thoughts Beyond the Wall. They can find me at Instagram, Thoughts Beyond the Wall. And, you know, definitely check us out, spread the word. You know what I'm saying? If you know any loved ones or family members that want to be a part of it, all they have to do is email us at thoughtsbeyondthewall@gmail.com.
Okay.
And you know, we open to everything, man. We trying to branch out, like, you know, tap all states. We ain't just trying to stay in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger thing.
Right, it is. It most definitely is. I can definitely, you know, Prison Riot Radio will definitely help you with that effort. You know what I mean? So it can be heard, you know, coast to coast and then even beyond. You do realize that you are a black journalist, right? I definitely appreciate that of you, from black journalist to black journalist. We definitely need to make sure we have our own spaces and create our narrative. So what you're doing is very commendable, and I appreciate it. I'm sure the people do too.
Well, I mean, I want to give my congrats and my appreciation to you as well for creating a platform like this for men like me that's incarcerated, black women as well. We can't forget about our women that's incarcerated. I definitely want to make that be known.
Definitely.
Because there are some strong black women that are incarcerated that need their voices to be heard just as well as the men.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I definitely salute you as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know, of the people, for the people. So before I let you go, I know we ain't got much more time. Do you got any shout outs or anything like that?
Without a doubt, man, I want to give a big shout out to all my writers on TBTW for doing such a tremendous job. I want to give a shout out to my team that works with me tirelessly to make sure that my social media is continuing to go good, and my posts are getting put. So I got a wonderful, beautiful team behind me. I can't do it without them. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a beautiful shout out to my lady, you know what I'm saying, for holding me down and making sure that everything is going good. And I want to give a shout out to all the mothers. You know what I'm saying?
You have 1 minute remaining.
I want to go out to all the mothers. Not that mother right there, though, because that white lady
Yo,
gets on my nerves.
I can't stand her. I'm tired of her being in my life, but that's all right. Trouble as always, for sure.
She always jumping.
She's the most hating. She's a hater, man. She's a hater. But I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? I hope this isn't the last time I hear from you. I think we definitely gonna make some great things happen for our people, and you're much appreciated.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I appreciate you for giving me this space and this time.
Oh, for sure, bro. You got it.